Okay, so as I have told you, okay, first of all, tell me that did both of you open the sample paper, the document which I had sent you? Did you open it?
Yes, ma'am. The last one that you sent, right?
Last one, I think it was of life
Wait, ma'am, I'll
process.
just
Yeah, life process
I'll
and control
check
and
which one.
coordination, combined sample paper.
Um, 1 second. I'll just open it and check.
I think I have not sent you the how do organisms reproduce sample paper. The reproduction sample paper I haven't sent you yet. Yes?
Yeah, ma'am. Control and coordination and life process. That one you
Okay,
sent,
so
ma'am.
yeah, as I told you in the previous, yes, Garvit is also here. Hello, Garvit, how are you?
Hi, ma'am.
So, Garvit, you can keep your video on. Yes, good. So as I told you people in the previous class also that what I'm doing is I'm extracting the bio part from the sample papers which are there on the website of CBSE. Okay, because CBSE website has what? It has the combined science paper, right? So I am extracting the bio part. So I have extracted the bio part for the chapter life process and control and coordination and third chapter reproduction. So for the three chapters, I have extracted the bio part from the CBSE sample papers. Now, the one which I had sent you on the group has only two chapters, that is life process and control and coordination. Okay. If not today, by tomorrow, I would be sending you the combined sample paper for the chapter reproduction as well. Okay. So then you will be having the three chapter sample paper with you, right? And then we will be left with only two chapters, that is heredity and our environment. Okay. So today I would be discussing the questions, sample paper questions of the chapter how do organisms reproduce. I have already extracted the sample paper of this chapter from the website. So I'm going to open that document. I'm going to share it on the screen and we will be discussing the questions for that particular chapter. And those questions are the sample paper questions. Clear to everybody? And please tell me, like in your school, did your ma'am like till now, did she provide you with the sample paper questions? Did she discuss the sample paper questions with you till now? Any
Ma'am,
mention
from
sample paper in the school so
Ma'am,
far?
we didn't have a bio class yet after exams.
What beta?
We didn't have a bio class yet after exams, so we don't know.
Oh, okay. What about Ishan and Jitesh?
ma'am, she did mention that she will sort the sample paper, but still she is doing the hormonal system in plants. So
Oh, okay, fine,
after
fine.
completing all the chapters, might be in October end or November starting, she might do with the sample paper.
Okay, fine. That means in school you are on chapter number 2 right now.
Yeah, chapter
Okay,
two almost completion.
completed. Okay. And Garvit, in school, which chapter?
Ma'am, last chapter was control and coordination.
Okay, fine. And Ishan, in your school?
Ma'am, we started reproduction. We're about to. We did all the asexual. We're about to start flower.
Fine, fine. Okay. Anyways, we are ahead of the chapters which are going in your school. So no worries and no hurry. So that is why I'm discussing the sample paper questions so that in the month of November or December, we will be discussing some more questions. Okay, because sample paper we are anyway discussing today. So it would be done. And one more thing, the questions that I have provided you are the solved ones. I have provided the answers also for the sample paper, except for the MCQs. Except for the MCQs. Some of the MCQs I have also mentioned the answer, but not all. But for the theoretical part, I have also given you the solution. I have give the reason of giving you the solution is so that you know how to write the answer in the exam. Okay, what's the correct way of writing the answer? right? So that is why I have provided you the solutions. Now I'm sharing the screen. Just give me a second. And this is the sample paper for the chapter reproduction, okay? From 2015 to the recent year 2023. Okay. So just let me know if you can see the screen. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not the correct document. Uh, 1 second. Yeah, I think this should be the one. Oh, the screen sharing has been stopped. Why? 1 second, children. What's the problem? Yes. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the questions from the year 2015 to 2023. Okay, and this document I have to share with you. I haven't shared it with you. So I'll share it with you. Let's start with the question. So what you will do, whosoever knows the answer, you just have to raise your hand and answer. Okay? And please don't cheat. Don't cheat because it's just a self-assessment for all of you. We all are learning. Okay? Nobody is judging anybody. So it's a learning process. It's a self-assessment process, and we all are learning, right? First question, the two oviducts in a human female unite into an elastic bag-like structure known as,
Oviduct.
okay, you say oviduct, Jivtesh.
It's uterus.
No, ma'am,
Oh,
I meant like a uterus only. Sorry.
yes. See, this is how we learn because you read the question too fast. You knew the answer, you know it everything, but the mistake was that you read the answer in hurry and then you came to the conclusion. So this you don't have to do in your exam. Okay, you have to give some time in reading the question. Obviously the answer is correct. The two oviducts in a human female unite into an elastic bag like structure known as uterus, right? See question number 2. Which of the following diseases transmitted sexually? Yes, Jagdish.
I'm not sure. Is it option D?
Okay, let everybody else. Yes, Ishan.
Same answer, the option D.
Same
I
answer D.
also think the same.
Yeah, you all are correct. So the correct answer is option D. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following is a contraceptive?
Can you scroll down? Yeah,
Huh?
nothing.
Not audible, Jiftesh.
Ma'am, option B, I guess.
Option B.
Ma'am, like, I feel it as option D, D for dog.
Okay. Darwit says option B. And what about Ishan?
Ma'am, B.
B. Okay. But children, the correct answer is D. All of these.
Ma'am,
Why?
I didn't know about diaphragm, the C one.
Acha, acha, okay, diaphragm. Okay. So diaphragm is also a device. I think the name diaphragm is not mentioned in your class NC like NCRT textbook. So basically diaphragm is also a device, okay, which is used as a contraceptive. Copper T, right? All the other options, they all are used as a contraceptive. Okay? So that is why the correct answer would be all of these. Read this question number 4. When an animal is cut into pieces, Each piece grows into a complex organism. What is the process? Yes, Jitesh.
Is it regeneration?
Okay, Ishan.
Ma'am, D.
Sorry.
Ma'am, B, fragmentation.
B. B. Okay. And Garvit?
I also think B only.
B. Yes, it is fragmentation. In regeneration, what is happening? The body part is getting lost. Fragmentation is actually what is happening in fragmentation, that the organisms on attaining a maturity, it is cut into pieces, and each cut piece is able to grow into a new individual, right?
Ma'am, then like for regeneration also, you're cutting one organism and then it grows.
See, regeneration is actually the losing of a body part because of some accident.
Okay.
Okay, and fragmentation is when the organism attains maturity, when it has achieved a desirable length. Okay, fine. Next, which is the portion on which grafting is done, which provides the roots? You remember in grafting, I told you that there are two parts, stalk and scion. So the stalk is the basal part, which is providing the roots, whereas scion is the upper part, which is providing the shoots. So the question is, which is the portion on which grafting is done with the part which is providing the roots? So the answer would be A, stalk. You remember or you forgot?
So stalk is like it's a like oval shape. It's like oval shape connecting to the petals and sepals.
Okay. Have you studied grafting? Like, were you present in the class?
Yeah,
Ma'am,
I
I
don't.
don't think so. I was present. Last class, I guess we did pollination, in which I was there.
Oh, okay. So that means I
Ma'am,
think
same. I wasn't present
I
also.
I
think
don't think so.
I covered this topic when you people were having exams and you didn't attend the class. So there is a recording. I had recorded the session. Okay. So please go through that recording today, or maybe in on Saturday or Sunday. Okay. And then you need to message me on WhatsApp that, ma'am, I have watched the class. That means you have not watched the recording. Okay.
Can you send the recording again in the chat?
Oh, okay, fine. I will send you the recording. I'll do that. After the class, I'll see, and maybe by tonight or tomorrow morning, I will send it to you. Watch the recording, understand the process, and then drop me a message on WhatsApp. And if it's still unclear, then let me know. Okay, fine. Next question. Question number 6. Where does fertilization occur in human females? What is the site of fertilization in human females?
Ma'am, oviduct.
Anybody else?
I'm over doctor now.
Exactly. Oviduct, the other name for oviduct is?
Fallopian tube.
Very good. Tell me one thing. Can you see the cursor moving on the screen? And when I'm
Yes.
highlighting it, can you see it?
We cannot see it getting highlighted, but then we can see the cursor move.
Oh, okay. Fine. Next question. Question number 7. Growing fetus derive nutrition from mother's blood through? How is a growing embryo getting nutrition while the embryo is in mother's womb? Yes, Jiftesh.
Placenta.
Okay. What about Darvit and Nishan?
Ma'am, I have no idea. I wasn't there. during
Oh, you
the.
were not there, so you need to watch the recording. That's
I'm
Yeah,
why.
placenta
I
only.
watched the first one where it was a basic introduction to reproduction, and I started off with that one, and then I have to watch the other ones also in between.
Oh, okay. It's okay. So you,
I was there for the last one where we did the flower.
yeah, okay. Okay, okay, fine. So Garvit, you also have not watched the recording?
Ma'am, I have. I guess it's placenta. Like I was
Ah,
there
okay.
in class.
Yeah, 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 fine. Yes, the correct answer is placenta. Okay. Then next question. Question number 9. Fruits are formed from. This I told you in the last class. Fruits are formed from which part of the flower? Stamen, stigma, ovary, ovule.
Ma'am, ovary.
Ovary.
Very,
Ovary, yeah.
very good. Because I told you na that fruit is also known as ripened ovary and seed is also known as ripened ovule because the seed develops from ovule whereas fruit develops from ovary. Okay. Then question number 10. IUCD is for. Do you know the full form of IUCD?
No.
So IUCD, the full form is intrauterine contraceptive device.
It's for contra.
Intrauterine contraceptive device.
Ma'am, it's
Okay,
option B.
Yeah.
exactly.
Contraception.
Option B. It is used for contraception to avoid unwanted pregnancies. Okay, next question. Which among, oh, this question I gave you in the Google form test, if you remember. Which among the
Yeah.
following is a unicellular organism that reproduces by budding?
Ma'am,
East.
hydra.
Hydra.
It, uh,
It's East, if I'm not wrong. Ma'am, because East also produces buds.
we discussed this question in the previous class, if you remember. Read
Ma'am,
the question once again.
I think he is correct because if I'm not wrong, one what do you call
Huh?
fu I think one yeast cell can give b- to another, like it can divide into another
last class we did
I think
like
like 20 daughter cells, I think up to 20. I'm not sure. I think I read this somewhere, but is that budding though?
Uh,
Ma'am, I feel it's hydra.
I remember that last class you had given the same question and Hydra was wrong. You discussed it to be East. From that day on, I still don't understand why it is like why it is not Hydra and why it is East.
oh, because Hydra is a multicellular organism and yeast is a
Oh,
unicellular organism.
okay, okay.
Got
But both
it?
of them are microscopic.
What?
Both of them are microscopic.
No.
Or Hydra is visible by naked eyes.
Yeah. It's a multicellular organism. So that is why you have to be very careful while reading the question. Anybody can mark, like anybody can get confused in Hydra and yeast. But you have to see with this question unicellular or multicellular thing. Okay. Got it? Clear with everybody, all three of you.
Yes.
Thumbs up if it's clear.
Yes, no.
Okay. Next question. Which among the following does not reproduce by spore formation? Does not reproduce by spore formation. Option A, penicillium. B, yeast. C, mucor. D, rhizopus.
East.
Okay, what about others?
Ma'am, I'm not sure.
Okay, Ishan, any
I'm
guesses?
not sure.
Okay, correct answer is yeast because yeast is doing budding. Yeast is performing budding. Penicillium, mucor, and rhizopus. All of them, all others, they reproduce through the other mode of asexual reproduction, which is known as spore formation. Okay, So I think Garvit and Ishan, you both are not able to answer just because of the fact that you have not watched the video. Okay. If you will watch the video, you'll be able to answer this question. Okay. So this weekend, your task is that you have to watch the video of the missed lessons. Okay. And then you have to update me. You have to drop me a message. I'll wait for it. Okay. Next question. 13th. The rapid spreading of bread mold on slices of bread are due to presence of large number of spores in air, presence of large number of thread-like branched hyphae, presence of moisture and nutrients, formation of round-shaped sporangia. Yes, Jiftesh?
I'm not sure. Is it option B?
You say option B. Okay. And Garvit and Nishan, any guesses? No?
Ma'am, I think in between B and D.
B
Ma'am,
and
yeah.
B and D you are
Ma'am,
saying.
ma'am, cause
Yeah,
moisture is also there for formation of yeast, I guess.
Right. Yes. So the correct answer is, let me tell you, 1 and 3. So yeah, the correct option would be option C, 1 and, sorry,
yeah.
A, 1 and 3. 1 and 3. See, 1 says option 1, like the first option says presence of large number of spores in air. Spore is the reproductive unit, asexual reproductive unit, which will give rise to new fungus. So when there would be large number of spores, obviously there would be more fungi on the bread slices. Okay, so first option has to be there. Presence of large number of spores in air. Because spore is a reproductive structure which is going to give rise to new individual, new fungus. Right. Then the third option, presence of moisture and nutrient is must. That's the requirement of a fungus. Fungus needs moisture and nutrients to grow and multiply. Okay. The other option which says presence of large number of thread-like branched hyphae, this is not a condition that is required. This is actually the structure of the fungus. This is already present in the structure of the fungus. So this is not the answer, right? Fourth, formation of round-shaped sporangia. Again, this is also the structure of the fungus. Okay, this is not telling you the reason that why the bread molds are spreading rapidly on the bread slice, right? So it is spreading. Why? Because there are so many spores. So when there are many spores, there will be many fungus. So they will rapidly, they will rapidly spread. The other is when the conditions are favorable for the fungus, obviously they will rapidly multiply. So the correct option is option A, first and third. Is that clear? If yes, give me a thumbs up. No thumbs up? Not clear, that means. Okay. What about Jivtesh? Yeah, okay, got it. Ishan and everybody. Fine. See, now question number 14. The asexual reproduction in the Spirogyra involves, yes, Jivtesh.
Option C.
Ma'am, I
Okay.
think it's option A.
Okay. Ishan says A and Garvit.
Ma'am, A only.
It is option A. Breaking up of filaments into smaller bits. If you remember, I don't know if you were there in the class when I taught this fragmentation in Spirogyra. So I showed the diagram also of the Spirogyra, the filament of the Spirogyra. So basically the filament breaks into pieces, into bits. Okay, so this particular thing happens. Not cell, but the filament entirely breaks up. Okay. Question number 15. Reason for the greater similarities among the offspring produced by asexual reproduction is?
Ma'am, more options are there or only three?
1 second. Yeah, there is D also, 1 and 4th.
So it'll be 1 and 4.
Yeah, option D, 1 and 4.
1 and
One and four.
4th. Okay, and what about Jiftesh?
Mom, one and four, because then like in asexual only one parent is there, so there's no question of gametes.
Exactly. There is no doubt in this question, right? So, 1 second. I am just opening another PPT. Give me a second, okay? Till then, if you want to have water or take a break, you can take it because I am want to like see one document that I can share with you. Yes, children. Oh, okay. The three. After 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes, I will be starting with the next chapter, that is heredity. Okay. So till then, let's discuss the questions. Right. Let's move to question number 16. Okay, tell me one thing. How are you, like, what what are you feeling like when we are discussing the questions? Are you feeling, are you having some sort of confidence? Like, are you developing some sort of confidence when we discuss questions?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It helps, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Question number 16. The process of the division of cell into several cells during reproduction in plasmodium is termed as?
Multiple fission.
This is a very simple question. Okay, no doubt in this. Multiple fission. Moving on to question number 17. The number of chromosomes in parents and offsprings of a particular species remain constant due to?
Doubling of chromosomes after zygote formation.
Okay. Who else?
No idea.
I'm making a
Ma-
diagrammatic representation for this answer so that you can understand. Right. Now, uh, this is a male gamete, right? And this is a female, for example. And now the male has how many number of chromosome? Total 46. If I talk about the total set of total number of chromosomes, so in both the males and the females, the total number is 46. But if we talk about the sex cells of the gametes, so in the gametes, half set of chromosome is present. That means if there is a male gamete which is known as sperm, so how many chromosome will be present in the male gamete? Could you please tell me? I
23.
half. I said half. What's the half of 46?
23.
Exactly. So the male gamete has how many chromosomes? 23.
23.
Let's come to female now. The female germ cell, which is the ovum. Okay. How many gametes would be present in the female egg cell?
23.
No doubt in this, right? Okay. So the parents, they have 46 chromosomes in general. But when the fertilization takes place, we know that fusion of gametes takes place, like both the gametes will be fused. Yes, the male and the female gamete will be fused. And what you get? Zygote. You get zygote. So can you tell me how many number of chromosomes will be there in zygote?
46.
46. So zygote is 46. The parents were 46. How come this happened? This happened when the chromosomes were half,
Double. I mean, like, yeah.
half, half.
Can't it be doubling of chromosomes after zygote formation?
Doubling of No. See, uh, the number of chromosomes in parents and offsprings of a particular species remain constant. It will remain constant. it will
Okay, okay,
it will
okay.
does not change. It remains constant as a result of fertilization, because at the time of fertilization the chromosomes is getting half, which is actually maintaining the balance in the number of chromosomes of both in parents as well as in the offspring. Okay, you what you can do is, uh okay, let me draw it neatly. I want you to draw this in your bio notebook. Okay, 1 second. I'll draw it neatly. So, male. Oh no, my pen is not writing. Now it's fine. Male, female. Okay. So, male, the symbol for female is this. So, in general, the male has 46 chromosomes. The female also has the 46 chromosomes. But when you talk about gamete, male gamete will be having 23 chromosome, and the female gamete will be having 23 chromosome. Now, when these gametes fuse as a result of fertilization, we get to form, like we have zygote, and the number of chromosomes is restored in zygote as 46. You can draw this. Okay. You can write it in your either in your NCRT or in your bio notes. The chromosome number is restored.
So 46 is present in every cell or in total? Like
Every
46.
cell.
Okay, fine. Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay. What about Garvit and Ishan?
I'm done.
Sure, ma'am. 1 second.
Any guesses why others have not joined the class today? No?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Chalo. Anyway, the class is on record, so they can go through it. Okay. Let me know, Ishan, when once you are done so that I can erase
I'm
it.
done, ma'am. Done, done.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am, I don't think. Okay, nothing, nothing,
What, Juktesh?
nothing.
Okay. So I'm erasing it. And now the other question is the same which I gave you in the test. Okay. So I hope you all know the answer of this question. We have
Yes, ma'am.
discussed also.
Yes, ma'am.
The answer is PQRS. All the parts will regrow. Okay. Every part will regenerate. 19. Oh, it is the same question. Half
Yeah.
the same that we did just now. Okay. Oh, for question number 20, the diagram is missing. So, okay, we can go. I'll add the diagram when I will be sending you the document. Then you can go through the question. Okay. Come to question number 21. An organism capable of reproducing by two asexual reproduction methods, one similar to the reproduction in yeast, another similar to the reproduction in planaria.
Ma'am, I'm not sure, but is it C?
Sorry, which option?
C, C. Diaphylum.
B, Hydra.
No, 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 C.
C, okay. What about others?
I feel it. It's like A. Pyrogyra.
Spirogyra. Garvit,
Ma'am, I'm not so sure.
not so sure. An organism capable of reproducing by two asexual methods. One is similar in the yeast. Yeast does what?
Ma'am,
Budding?
Yeah.
I guess it'll be A, Spirogyra.
Okay. Yeast does what? How does yeast reproduces? Can you tell me the
It's
code?
a
Budding.
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 Okay. So out of all these organisms which can do budding, we have to see that.
Yeast is single cell budding, so Hydra cannot do that.
So Hydra is eliminated and Bryophyllum, yeah, it can do budding, but then there's no regeneration. Like,
This question,
oh,
yes,
understood.
what?
Mom, it's option C, Bryophyllum.
Bryophyllum you are saying. Okay. You can write somewhere question number 21 as the homework. Question number 21 homework.
So now can you tell, because it is like option C.
No, answer I am not telling you right now. This is a homework. Search for it and come with the correct answer with the reason. Okay. So question number 21 is your task for today.
Mom, 1 second.
Are you writing the question?
Yes, before that I'm reading it.
Okay. Done? Still writing?
Done, ma'am.
I'm done.
Okay. Who else is left?
And ma'am.
Done? Shall
Yes.
I? Okay. So now I'm sharing the screen of the next chapter, that is heredity. Okay. So just a second. Okay, I'm sharing the screen now. Just let me know if you can see the slide.
Yes.
Okay. What's happened? What's the error? And can you see the pen moving on the screen?
No. Yeah, now we can.
Okay. So we are starting with the new chapter, that is heredity. What do you know about heredity?
So heredity is like the genetics that we inherit from our parents and that are responsible for determining the characteristics we obtain from the parents and also showing few characteristics which are like unique. They might be from the past few generations of the parents, or they are unique and not similar to any of them found in the generations.
Exactly. Very good. So this is what is heredity, like the characters which are inherited or passed on to from one generation to the next. Okay. So the baby elephant will look like its parent elephant and not look like a dog. Yes. The kittens will resemble the parent cat, and the kittens are not going to resemble a dog, right? So this is heredity. Heredity is passing of certain characters which can be visible also, okay, in the characters. So such type of, like, this type of transmission or this process is known as heredity. Like you can see this picture, these are the pictures of from different families. So you will see that the children, they, like the children in all these pictures, they somewhat resemble to their mother or the father. Okay. So why? Because the characteristics that they are being passed from one generation to the next generation. So this is the introduction for genetics and heredity. What is genetics? Although it's not there, Ravi, but you should know that genetics is a branch of life science that particularly deals with heredity and variation only. Okay. What is heredity? As you said, the transmission of characters from parents to offsprings. Variation, you should know what is variation. Variation is difference. difference among the offsprings, some would be having the unique characteristics. So the difference among the offsprings with their parents, it is variation. Now, some of the variation could be hereditary, that are genetical, that are present in the genes, and some are environmental also, that are not acquired. Okay, but they are there as a result of some change in the environment. Okay, so now, do you know about him?
Yeah.
Gregor John Mendel.
So
What do you know
like
about this person?
he is the father of genetics. He discovered about the genetics, like if you multiply or if the short and tall reproduce, then they'll have tall offsprings, and if tall and tall reproduce, they might have tall as well as short offspring. So he discovered the study of genetics, which then later on helped in the development of human and animal genetics.
Okay, so how you know about this? Like, this chapter is not done in the school. Did you read it on your
Yes,
own
yes.
uh, from
No, no
NCRT
chapter like this was last year also, right? In ninth.
in ninth? No,
No,
I
not
don't.
hereditary exactly, but it was about different types of animals or something. It was
different
deleted.
different types of.
Like the animals, fishes, vertebrates, like yeah.
Okay, yeah, like Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, okay. But
It
not
was
last year. I think animal diversity in living
Yeah,
organisms is the name
diversity
of
in
the
animals.
chapter. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
but that
diversity.
but I think that chapter has been deleted by the CBSE since
Yes, ma'am, it
last
was
2 years.
deleted. So
yeah.
Yeah,
we didn't study it.
yeah. Since COVID, it's not there. Since COVID, it is like it. The chapter was deleted in COVID time. I remember. So okay, fine. Right, okay, Jiftesh, good attempt. So, yes, Gregor John Mendel, he is known as the father of genetics. When we are saying that father of genetics, that means he has done something very big, okay, because of which he has been honored with this title, father of modern genetics. So we will be studying his contributions in genetics in the upcoming slides. So basically, he performed some experiments. Okay, he used to like perform the experiments on the pea plants. Okay, so he was very fascinated by the pea plants. So he wanted to make crosses in the pea plants and see what comes in the next generation. How do the plants look like in the next generation? So he was fascinated by all those things a lot, right? So for 7 long years, imagine his patience. For 7 long years, Mendel, like, he kept on doing the experiments. He failed, he tried again, he attempted again, and then for 7 long years he conducted the experiments on the pea plants. And after those 7 years, he came to the principles. He gave theories. Okay, he gave theories, and he wanted to convert those theories into laws. Okay, laws of heredity. But something unfortunate happened with Mendel. You know what? When Mendel, he published, like, he wanted to, like, get the paper published. So on his research paper, he mentioned about all the experiments, whatever he did, the conclusions and everything, how he did the experiment, what methods or techniques he used, everything he mentioned in the paper. Okay, so when he went to the different societies for its publication, you know what? People, they disagreed to Mendel. They said, no, this can't be happened. Whatever you did, this can't be happened. Okay, so Mendel used to use mathematical formulas, to solve the problems of biology. So then people object, how come you use maths to solve biology problems? Maths is a different thing, bio is a different thing. Okay, so people, they disagreed to Mendel on so many points. Okay, so during his lifetime, he could not get the recognition. And after his death, people, they went through the work done by Mendel. Okay, they worked again, they saw his work again, and because then there was advancement in technologies later, so then these people could actually try to relate what Mendel was saying. Okay, so after the death of Mendel, he got the recognition. That is why now he is known as the father of modern genetics, or father of genetics. But that's unfortunate, no? When he was alive, he could not get that recognition. But after his death, people started to agree to his points, and then it came out as the laws of heredity, or principles of inheritance, by Mendel. Basically, those theories were converted to law after his death, not before. So that's the unfortunate thing for Mendel. Okay, got it? Clear? The story of Mendel, right? So now, as you can see, as I have already told you, that he worked on the pea plants, right? So he actually worked on the 7 characters. Okay, he was into these 7 characters of the pea plant. Like, he worked with the height of the plant, he worked with the shape of the seed of the plant, he worked with the seed color, he worked with the seed coat color. What is the coat of the seed? Color of the coat. He worked with the pod shape, the shape of the pod. He worked with pod color. What is the color of the pod? He worked with the flower position, whether the flower is present at the axial side or the terminal side. So basically, he worked on the 7 pairs, 7 contrasting pair. Contrasting means that one plant height was tall and the other was short. So he actually took those plants that were opposite in traits. Opposite, as in if one plant was tall, so the other plant was short. So then he crossed those plants, and then he saw what the next generation comes. Okay, then he took the seed shape. So one plant had round shaped seeds, and one plant had wrinkled shaped seeds. So he worked on the opposite traits. Contrasting means opposite. Like, if one is tall, other is short. If one has round seed, the other has wrinkled seed. If one has yellow seed, the other has green seed. Okay, so in your syllabus, in your NCRT, in your syllabus for class 10, we will be uh, talking about the 3 characters, contrasting characters, that is height, seed shape, and seed color. Okay, so we would be talking about these plants with contrasting traits. Now, this question is very important. This question is very important. What question? Which question? Question is that what were the contrasting traits of the pea plant that Mendel worked on? Okay, what were the contrasting traits that of the pea plant that Mendel worked on? So what is that? What you will write in the answer? You will write height, seed shape, seed color, seed coat color, pod shape, pod color, flower position. Got it? This is an important question. Okay, you can write this question in your book. If you have a book right now, or if you have a notebook, please write this question.
Like you told that only 3 things: height,
Yeah,
seed shape, and
yeah.
seed color
In
is
your
connected. Yeah.
Yeah, in your syllabus, it is still here only, but I think the mention is there. The mention of the traits, that height, seed shape, seed color, seed coat color, pod shape, pod color, flower position, the names, only the names, the contrasting traits. What were the contrasting traits in the pea plant that Mendel worked on? Okay, so you can write it, the 7 traits. that he worked on the 7 contrasting traits, 7 different traits. And the 7, they are written here on the slide. Let me know when you are done. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Garvit Ishan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, before we progress to the crosses, actually, in this chapter, we will be working out with the cross that the Mendel did. Actually, we will be studying those crosses, the crosses in the plants with contrasting traits. We will be looking into those crosses which Mendel performed. But before seeing that, we have to go through the terms, because these are the terms which I am going to use very frequently in the upcoming slides, right? So for this, you should know the meaning of the term, right? What are the terms? So the first term is phenotype. Okay. Suppose we don't know the meaning of phenotype, we will go with the word and try to derive the meaning from the word itself. Phenotype, okay, there's a memory tip for you, right? Okay, can I have your videos on, please? Jitesh, Ishan, can I have your
My
videos on?
camera is not working right now.
Oh,
It's
okay.
showing some error message.
Oh, okay, fine, fine. I'll continue then. Phenotype, there's a memory tip for you. Okay. pH in phenotype and pH in physical trait. Got it? That means physical trait or physical appearance. It's a memory tip for you. Phenotype, pH, phenotype has pH in it, and pH is for physical also, physical character. That means phenotype is the physical appearance of the individual, how the organism is looking like. Okay, what is the observable character? Like if there is a plant, okay, and the leaves are green in color, so the green color is the phenotype of the plant, which I can see. Okay, so the external appearance, how an organism looks like, how you describe it, that the plant is, good in height. Okay, the plant has green color leaves. So all these observable things which you can see with your eyes, we call it as phenotype. Okay, then the phenotype is what? The external appearance of an organism due to the influence of genes and environmental factor. Obviously, whatever the organism looks like, it is because of the genes that are present in it, right? So phenotype means, a memory tip for you: phenotype has fur in it, and physical has fur in it. That means physical appearance of the organism is the phenotype of that organism. In biology, you are using it, phenotype, the word phenotype, for physical appearance. That's it. Don't get into much in this. Don't get confused. It's just that phenotype is the physical appearance of the individual, right? Moving on to the next term, that is genotype. Now, again, a memory tip for you. Genotype word is somewhat related to genes. Genes. So that means the genetic makeup of the individual. Phenotype was physical appearance, how the organism is looking like, the external appearance, whereas genotype is the genetic makeup of that individual. Okay, what's the genetic constitution of that individual? Okay, the genes, the makeup of the genes. What sort of genes are present in that individual is a genotype of that individual. Okay, then we have phenotypic ratio, genotypic ratio. This I will tell you in the cross itself. Don't get confused. Okay. There's nothing to be confused with this phenotypic ratio. I will tell you when we will be doing the cross. Okay. Homozygous, heterozygous. Again, go with the word. Homo means same. Homo means same. Same what? Same genes. The individuals, okay, the spelling of having is wrong here. Okay, having is HAVING, right? So the organism, the individuals which are having identical genes. Identical genes means, for example, it is written capital T, capital T. So both are same, both are same. Or is it, or you can write it like small t, small t. Okay, if you are writing it like this, capital T and small t, so this condition is not homozygous, because one is written in capital form, other is written in small form, small letter form, right? So homozygous condition means the individual which has identical genes, identical genes in an allelic pair. Now, what do you mean by allele? Allele is alternate form of a gene. And what is gene? Gene is unit of inheritance. I want you to write this, please, because allele is a very important term. Very important term. Allele. Allele means alternate form of a gene. First you write it, then I will explain. Oh, somebody left the meeting. Ishan? Yes. Okay, have you written? Just let me know. Both of you, Garvit and Jiftesh.
Yes, sir.
Jivtesh written.
Yes.
Now, allele, the definition of allele is alternate form of a gene. Okay, what does that mean? Suppose there is a gene for height. Okay, now this particular gene of height can have two forms, either tall or short or dwarf. Why two? Because the two parents are involved in sexual reproduction. So one trait you are getting from father, the other trait you are getting from mother. So that is why a gene can have two different forms. A gene can have two different forms. One received from mother, another received from father. So that is why the definition of allele is alternate form of a gene. Whatever the genes that there are in a organism, that gene exists in two different forms, and those two different forms are known as alleles. Got it, Garvit?
Yes, sir.
Clear or not? लग तो नहीं रहा. जिवतेश ने तो नोट कर लिया था, गर्वित ने नहीं किया नोट. नहीं आया समझ में? I can
Ma'am, I noted,
repeat.
ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm sorry then. Fine. I hope it's clear. So the terms on this slide, phenotype simple कुछ नहीं है. Physical appearance जो है organism का, that is phenotype. Genotype कुछ नहीं है. Genetic constitution, genetic makeup क्या है individual का, that is genotype. Ratios अभी हम आगे बात करेंगे. Homozygous very simple. Go with the word. Homo में same आ रहा है. That means individuals जिनमें same genes होंगे. ठीक है, सेम फॉर्म लाइक सेम जीन्स. कैपिटल टी है या फिर स्मॉल है तो स्मॉल ही होगा. मिक्स एंड मैच वाली कंडीशन नहीं होगी. हेट्रोजाइगस में डिफरेंट होगा. मतलब यू कैन सी हियर इट्स रिटन कैपिटल टी एंड स्मॉल टी. ये हेट्रोजाइगस कंडीशन है, डिफरेंट, क्योंकि दोनों लेटर्स डिफरेंट है. ओके, अनआइडेंटिकल जीन्स प्रेजेंट है. ओके, दैट्स अ हेट्रोजाइगस कंडीशन. नाउ यू सी वन मोर टर्म, डोमिनेंट एंड रिसेसिव. ये तो ऐसे ही पता होगा आप लोगों को. इट्स अ नॉर्मल टर्म. डोमिनेंट, वो कहते हैं ना कि ही इज गेटिंग वेरी डोमिनेंट, राइट? ऐसे बोलते हैं ना
Yes, ma'am.
जनरली कि वो कितना डोमिनेटिंग है, हर टाइम डोमिनेट करता रहता है. सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस डोमिनेंट इन बायोलॉजी? डोमिनेंट मीन्स कि एक स्पेसिफिक कैरेक्टर जो डोमिनेंट है. डोमिनेंट मतलब वो बाकी किसी ट्रेट को एक्सप्रेस नहीं होने दे रहा, वो खुद अपनी चला रहा है. ओके, खुद एक्सप्रेस कर रहा है. लाइक अगर टॉलनेस का ट्रेट है और शॉर्ट ड्वार्फनेस का ट्रेट है, तो टॉलनेस वाला इज गेटिंग डोमिनेंट, बीइंग डोमिनेंट. तो अगर उस ऑर्गेनिज्म में ड्वार्फ का भी ट्रेट है तो वो उसको एक्सप्रेस नहीं होने दे रहा है, वो अपनी चला रहा है. एंड इट इज मेकिंग द प्लांट टॉलर इन हाइट. Okay, dominant means the one, the character which gets expressed in a generation. ये ज्यादा क्लियर आपको अभी तब होगा जब हम क्रॉस करेंगे. For now, just understand the meaning of dominant. Dominant means the one, the character which gets expressed, right? Recessive पता है ना, समझ में आ रहा है ना, जिसकी बिल्कुल भी नहीं चलती. ठीक है, वो अपनी चला ही नहीं पाता. He cannot speak for himself. सो रिसेसिव भी यहाँ पे वही कंडीशन है. ऐसा कैरेक्टर, ऐसा जीन जो अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस ही नहीं कर पा रहा है हेट्रोजाइगस कंडीशन में. रिमेंबर द टर्म हेट्रोजाइगस कंडीशन व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट डोमिनेंट एंड रिसेसिव. व्हाई? क्योंकि यहाँ पे देखो हेट्रोजाइगस कंडीशन क्या थी, कैपिटल टी स्मॉल टी. ठीक है, नाउ इस कंडीशन में व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, यू नो which gene is getting dominant? कैपिटल टी. दैट इज वाई हमने उसको कैपिटल टी की फॉर्म में लिखा है. कैपिटल इज एक्चुअली डिनोटिंग द डोमिनेंट ट्रेट एंड स्मॉल लेटर इज डिनोटिंग द रिसेसिव ट्रेट. ठीक है, तो हेट्रोजाइगस कंडीशन जब ऐसी होगी ना, तो उस केस में कैपिटल टी डोमिनेट करेगा और स्मॉल टी बेचारा कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा. अभी ये क्लियर होगा आगे अपकमिंग स्लाइड्स में, डोंट वरी. अभी मैंने सिर्फ आपको डोमिनेंट और रिसेसिव एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश की है. सो डोमिनेंट इज अ कैरेक्टर और अ जीन जो अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस कर पा रहा है कौन सी कंडीशन में, हेटेरोजाइगस कंडीशन में, इस वाली कंडीशन में। और रिसेसिव पता ही है जो नहीं कर पा रहा है। ओके
Do we have hybrid back cross and test cross?
what, no, I'm, that is why I'm not going to explain you this is not there in your uh, NCRT. I'll have to check once, but I'm not going into this for now. Okay, hybrid is nothing. Hybrid, you know what is a hybrid? You know what is a hybrid, na? When you mix, when you cross two parents of different traits, तो जो resulting result मिलेगा वो क्या होगा, hybrid होगा ना, because it is having the trait of two different parents. So hybrid is a common term. You must be knowing it. Okay. Next, important question. Why Mendel selected pea plants for his experiment? I am only covering this slide for today's class. Don't worry. I know it's been so long that we have been studying. So only this slide. Okay. Why Mendel selected pea plants? अब उन्होंने pea plants पे क्यों experiment किया? Why so? Because, okay, because the pure variety for pea plants is available. Pure variety means one character in a plant. ठीक है, प्योर वैरायटी। ऐसा नहीं है कि उस प्लांट में बहुत मिक्स ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स उस टाइम पे हो रहे हैं। प्योर वैरायटी इजीली आप ऑब्टेन कर सकते हो जिससे कि क्रॉस के टाइम कोई प्रॉब्लम ना आए। सो फर्स्ट, प्योर वैरायटी अवेलेबल। सेकंड, पी प्लांट्स आर वेरी इजी टू कल्टीवेट एंड ग्रो। कोई झंझट नहीं है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, तो इसलिए उन्होंने ये चूज किया। लाइफ साइकिल ऑफ प्लांट्स आर ओनली फ्यू मंथ्स। अब जब पूरे पी प्लांट की लाइफ साइकिल कुछ मंथ्स की होगी तो रिजल्ट जल्दी जल्दी मिलेगा ना। अब एक्सपेरिमेंट कोई परफॉर्म कर रहे हो तो आप वेट थोड़ी करते रहोगे कि रिजल्ट नेक्स्ट ईयर आएगा। नो, यू कैन नॉट वेट, राइट। तो जल्दी जल्दी रिजल्ट मिलता है। सो दैट इज व्हाई द लाइफ साइकिल फ्यू मंथ्स की है, इसलिए उन्होंने ये प्लांट चूज किया। कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग ट्रेट्स अवेलेबल। अभी हमने पढ़ा था ना पी प्लांट्स में कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग 7 कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग ट्रेट्स जो मेंडल ने वर्क किया है, हाइट, सीड शेप, सीड कलर। सो दैट्स इट। और क्या रीजन था जो उनको पी प्लांट्स चूज करने थे? फ्लावर्स आर बाइसेक्सुअल एंड नॉर्मली सेल्फ पॉलिनेटेड। बाइसेक्सुअल है, अपने आप पॉलिनेशन हो जाएगा, कोई इशू ही नहीं है कि आपको ये सोचना पड़ेगा अच्छा फ्लावर को पॉलिनेट भी कराना है। नो, बाइसेक्सुअल है, दोनों मेल एंड रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट्स जो है मेल एंड फीमेल वो एक ही फ्लावर में अपने आप पॉलिनेशन हो जाएगा, नो इश्यूज। ओके, अगर क्रॉस पॉलिनेट कराने की जरूरत पड़ेगी तो वो मैनुअली भी हो सकता है। ओके, एंड हाइब्रिड्स आर फर्टाइल। जो प्लांट्स की जो इन प्लांट्स की जो आगे की जनरेशन बन रही है वो फर्टाइल है। फर्टाइल मींस दे कैन बिकम पेरेंट्स। ओके, फर्टाइल मींस व्हाट? दे कैन बिकम पेरेंट्स फॉर द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन। ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है कि अब आप उसमें क्रॉस ही नहीं करा सकते। नो, हाइब्रिड्स जो बन के आ रहे हैं उनके क्रॉस से वो फर्टाइल है जिससे कि वो आगे चल के दोबारा क्रॉस कर सके। ओके, so these were the reasons that why Mendel selected the pea plants. I will go through your syllabus to check that whether this is there in your uh, textbook or not, that why Mendel selected pea plant, but it's a very basic thing, you should know it. Even if it's not in your syllabus, you should know it, that why he worked on the pea plants, right? Okay, समझ आ गया? Tired? So I'm not continuing now. So this is it for today. Now your task is that you have to go through the previous recorded lectures of my class. Okay, I will also try to send it to you. Watch it this weekend and give me the update that ma'am, we have watched it and now we are able to solve the question as well. Right? So your task is this. Rest, we will meet on next Friday. Syllabus is going fine, so there is no hurry. So we'll do it, right?
Okay.
Okay, bye bye. Take care. Anything you want to ask or anything that you want me to
No,
provide
ma'am.
you with?
No.
No? Okay. So I will be giving you the sample paper of reproduction chapter tomorrow. Then till like 3 chapter sample paper you have with you. Solved. Okay? Fine. Okay. See you on next Friday. Bye bye. Take care.
Okay, bye now.